down. Meanwhile, we have the founder of the St. Louis Chess Club, Rex Sinquefield, with Maurice Ashley.
All right.
Yeah, we don't know why they let this guy in the building, but it is Rex Sinquefield, indeed, the founder of the club and one of the visionaries behind the Grand Chess Tour and all the great things that happens here. Rex, welcome once again to the show.
Thank you.
I know this is your favorite time of year, August in St. Louis.
It is, absolutely is. I mean, how crazy. August can be the hottest month, but it's great. It was great today. I was out on the track running today. It was pretty good. And I didn't get arrested for speeding or anything, you know. But yeah, this is the crown jewel, I think, of the Grand Chess Tour, and it's certainly the crown jewel of the year here in St. Louis, especially with all the people come around, the kids, the fans. It's just wonderful.
And you get to hang out and tell stories to the best players in the world.
That's right. I'll get to talk to MVL and Levin about their draw. But you know, I understand why it was a draw. They're coming off of 2 rest days. You know?
Yeah, we like to see them fight, but that was a tricky one even for the top players.
Yeah.
We saw your wife, we had your wife on earlier today, and she was talking about all the great activities she's doing as well. You must be really proud of all this chess that's constantly a buzz here at the club.
Yeah, she's incredible. She's not doing just a lot in chess, but she's doing an amazing amount with Boy Scouts. Not just the 250,000 chess merit badges, but the invention lab that she's come up with. I mean, it's really incredible. It's a big complex down by the Lake of the Ozarks, and different scouting troops from around the country will come to visit.
How do you see this tournament getting bigger? We're going to see next year maybe another couple 100,000 you're going to toss on there?
I wanted to pay a lot more, but Joy said no. You know, sorry, Joy. That's you know, to be crass, that's the way to do it. And I think I have been thinking seriously. We need to augment these prizes a little bit each year, especially on the women's events. I think they're too far behind the events that the men are playing in.
The Grand Chess Tour itself has expanded, and we're going to see Romania come into the picture. We're going to see India come into the picture. Any thought to more places, or?
You know, I would defer to Gary Kasparov on that one. He's been not just the great thinker on this, but he's been the source of the contacts. He knows these people all over the world, as you know. And so he's really helped arrange some of these things. And I would defer to him. If he says we got to have one more in place XYZ, you know, let's have it in Greenland. I just heard the United States is thinking of buying Greenland. You know?
I don't think the chess players are going to want to go to Greenland.
Yeah.
You know, we could have
Iceland is always green, and Greenland is always under ice.
The play you're talking also about not just these events, but all year you have events here. I mean, all year. When I go into Tony Rich's office, Tony Rich, the executive director, and I look at his big board.
I know.
I mean, it's dizzying.
It's
like
busy.
Every month there's some major event going on.
Yeah, it is. It's really wonderful, and it's because of the great staff, Tony and Joy and all the other people that help them, that we're able to handle all of these events. And we're getting cooperation from throughout the city. And of course, it's very helpful that other universities have started scholarship-based teams, like St. Louis University and now the University of Missouri. That just brings more Grandmasters into the state, makes it easier for us to have visiting Grandmasters. Like right now, our Grandmaster in residence is Dorsa Derek-Shani from the St. Louis University chess team. So it's really wonderful. I will assert, but I don't know this as factually, that there are probably more Grandmasters in St. Louis now than there are in Moscow right now.
You know, you always make up some facts.
I do.
We never know what you're saying is right. We'll fact check that one.
That's okay.
But there's no doubt that there are a number of kids programs that are going on.
Oh, yeah, they're very much so.
As we mentioned, and we usually just see the bright eyes of these youngsters as they get into the game. We see them here at the club playing a lot of chess. I mean, the fact that they can play chess here at the club on those sweet chessboards there, maybe not your latest chess set by Nate Cohen, but these are just incredible to see the kids from the community come and play and feel like they're being treated like stars.
Yeah, they really are being treated like stars, and they deserve it. These kids work hard, they study, they learn. You can learn things from books. I think that's one of the great things about chess and helping their cognitive development. And my favorite kid program, everybody knows this, is the Cops and Kids in Chess. We teach the St. Louis police officers how to teach chess. They go into the inner city public schools and they play chess and teach chess with these kids. And I just had lunch last week with Judge Jimmy Edwards and Police Chief Hayden, and they both want to see that program accelerated, which is music to my ears. And in fact, what we want to do, if I can let the cat out of the bag, is they would like to see the equivalent of a police team against the fire team, against the FBI, against the DEA. We have something here in St. Louis called Guns and Hoses, which is a boxing match between the police department and the fire department with headgear protection, etc. But it's designed to raise money for backstoppers. And they said we could do the same thing, raise money for backstoppers. And I think the St. Louis community would respond to it.
Well, that's a wonderful bit of news, breaking news by Rex Sinquefield. Let's hope that happens.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for everything that you do, Rex.
Thank you, Maurice.
Rex, we really appreciate it.
Thanks to you and Yaz and Jen for the incredibly best broadcast in the entire galaxy.